Peace and blessings. I received some questions over the last few days. Someone asked me, how do I stay motivated through everything that's happening? Another person reached out and said, what if I lose my job? And so I'd like to open up today's message around this theme. You know, city life and this whole capitalistic system has been designed to occupy your mind. You might think that money is definitely one of the reasons you go to work. Maybe one of the main reasons why you go to work. I know many people who tell me that the COVID situation has triggered them to ask questions like, do I really need to work? Why am I working? Why am I working for someone else? This system has led us to be conditioned to believe that one of the top reasons why we work is for money. And if you investigate, if you evaluate what you would do with that money, many people would say they would save it. Others would say they would buy a house, buy a fancy car. And I'm inviting you to evaluate these needs and these conditioned wants even further. Because many of these beliefs have been handed down to us, probably in our families, in our schools, through media. It's all over. Which has led us to believe that all those things, whatever you've listed down, money will give you A, it will give you B, and it will give you C. Probably leads you to think that you'll find happiness, you'll find fulfillment, you'll find peace. But you probably also realize that you aren't really finding any of those things. You're stressed. You're lonely. You're burnt out. Many people spend most of their lifetime at work. That leads to exhaustion, breakdown in health, breakdown in marriages, disconnection from the kids. And while all these things that you're seeking, that you think will give you the connection, that you think will give you the peace and the fulfillment, they're all being threatened right now. Because you're starting to realize that businesses are losing clients, clients are pulling out. So businesses aren't able to hold on to you. They need to let you go. They need to downsize. And you're afraid because you've designed all your wants and needs and your beliefs around what you think you need in your life, around several things that you have attached to the money that you earn. Maybe you've taken some loans as well. And some of the questions that are staring you in the face are, how am I going to live? How am I going to maintain this lifestyle? Will I lose my partner? What about all the loans that I have? Maybe you've taken some of your savings and you've invested it in the stock market. And with one swift move in the market, all of your life savings, everything that you've worked for, everything that you've invested years and years of education in, all swept away. So through this message, I have two things that I would like to introduce for you to think about. There are many people who have consciously chosen to step out of this grid. They might be people that you and I know. They might still be in the city, they have jobs, but they have a parallel business invested in helping themselves sustain, maybe a farm, a piece of land that will help them grow something. There are others who have consciously moved away from the city. They want to be closer to nature. They grow their own food, purify their own water, and have a lot of deep connection with people in their community. They meet often and have the opportunity to ask, is there anything that you need? How can I help you? This current dimension is no longer working, built around needs that aren't really giving you what you think you'll get. I'm inviting you, and this is the second part to this message, to imagine if you were to work from a clean slate and you had the opportunity for options. What would your life look like? What would it feel like to start from a blank, clean slate, just like a child? Peace and blessings.